down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Hey, you tuned in to the Savvy Radio Show. This is your friend, Steve VanCauwenbergh. What's going on? It's summer 2022. Hopefully you're living your best life. I don't even know if I like that saying, my best life. Man, every day should be your best life. You know what I'm saying? Like every moment, every minute, every second. I know it slips by. Sometimes you just get sucked in to watching some Netflix or Hulu, like Prison Break. Never mind, that's to myself. Stop watching all that TV. Anyway, today's going to be a good day. I was trying to think about a podcast. I have a ton of them written, but I just wasn't motivated. I was on vacation, and I was like, man, I got to give something. I got to give you something. And I was like, man, what would be inspiring? I don't even know what inspiring does, but, you know, I was thinking, what's my defining moments that have changed my life that maybe could change your life? Maybe you could hear one of my defining moments. Now, this is random, okay? This is nothing scripted, or I don't even know what I'm about to say, but I was like, man, I got to do a podcast. This is myself talking to myself. I talk to myself a lot. If you don't talk, raise your hand if you talk to yourself. If you're driving, do a beep, beep, get a honk out there. Let people know that you're alive. Sometimes you just got to honk at people. Sometimes you just got to wave. Sometimes you just got to give them the thumbs up, not the middle finger. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. What's a defining moment, you know, and I my goal in life, I guess from this forward, is just to serve people, to educate people, to help people be financially free. That's why you listen to the podcast. And I was like, man, I gotta drop some real estate knowledge. I got, and nothing was coming, nothing was bubbling up inside me. I mean, there's always drama. I know everybody likes drama, but. And then I was like, what's a defining moment? All right. So I didn't even Google it up yet. What's a defining moment? I don't know. A defining moment to me is something that just kind of just hit the switch. It was the lock on the combination. It was a moment that you started making the right decisions or taking responsibility. Or I love MJ DeMarco. It's like the what the F moment. Like it just snapped in you. So these are random. Some of them are powerful. Some of them are just, you know, you're like on a giggle. But these are just 10 random ones I just ropped out just real quick on an outline. So here we go. Anyway, if you haven't heard about the Savvy Radio Show, it is random. You tuned into the Savvy Radio Show, the podcast, whatever it is. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to inspire you to go to the next level. What is the level? I'm telling you, the next level is contentment. Not a Mercedes, not a McLaren. It's contentment. Just take that defining moment. Right now could be your defining moment. Right now, what I'm about to say could be your moment. So let's start off real quick and dirty. Number one, I sold all my tools. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how this popped in my head, but I was giving away a bunch of stuff. This weekend, my family were just giving away stuff. Like my daughter had 5 bags of clothes. I was like, dang. And then I was looking at them. I was like, how much monies, plural, is in the hallway in a bunch of bags that we're about to donate? And I was like, man, that's a lot of money. And I was just thinking about all the things I've given away. Like, what could I give away? Some things I was like, man, I'm gonna throw this on Facebook and try to sell it, make a few dollars. But then I was thinking about the time where I sold all my tools and it was freedom. I'm not the handyman, or when the handyman called me, hey man, you got that snake? Nope, I do not have it anymore. I sold it. Yes, I sold it for a loss. Yes, I gave away a ton of tools and an AC unit and a generator and giant fat snakes. And I met a young kid who came out and helped me sell this stuff, and I had a whole warehouse full of landlord epic tools. You name it, and it's gone. And I'm telling you, I don't know how many years ago it was, at least 2, maybe 3, hopefully 4 years ago, because feels like my freedom, I sold all my tools. I was forcing myself to get out of my comfort zone and start hiring better people. right? Because if you hire low grade people, they don't have tools. You hire better people, they have tools. They have the right tool. And if they break it, you don't pay for it. They pay for it. They take responsibility. I'm telling you, if you're not a handyman, you should not have tools. If you're a landlord trying to cut corners, get rid of them. Somebody else has those tools. I don't know. I probably offended someone right there. And stop being cheap. That was the moment where I just started paying better people. I used to pay $15 an hour. And of course, the economy has changed. The labor has changed. But back in the day, you could actually hire somebody $8 an hour to sweep. All right. And $10 an hour was like a hand. And $15 an hour is a decent handyman. Now, those numbers have changed. But I want to give you perspective. At that time, 3-4 years ago, that was my numbers. 8, sweep. 10, some okay, maybe a couple of mistakes. 15, should have some skills, okay? Now I'm like 20, 25. I'm willing to pay $50 an hour. No joke. And I may lose money. You really can't lose money in real estate, but that's another conversation on another day. But you have peace of mind, and what is that worth? Peace of mind. All right, get rid of those tools. Get rid of those extra trailers. I used to have a 20-foot, 30-foot trash trailer because I thought it would save time and money. But this new contractor that I hired just this last couple of years, I think, every time I drive by a house, I see a dumpster. I'm like, that's $400 every time. And I'm like, this contractor irritates me. Nope, it's time, Steven. It's in the cost. Get off the ledge. I don't have to go to the dump. I remember when I had that giant trailer that thank God I sold, I would have another handyman pick up that trailer and he would go have a flat. It's just inefficient. Hire better people. Sell your tools, move on. That is a defining moment for me. Number 2, when I got my first private loan, I'm telling you, you read about stuff and you hear about, and this is a book that I'm reading right now, just other people's stories of success in real estate. And it's just fascinating and it inspires you. And when I would hear the people's stories of private money and deals that they've got done, or I have taught this class multiple times, but it was a defining moment for me that I can do this, that it didn't require some crazy education. I didn't have to have 50 degrees. I just had to have self-belief in myself. And as soon as I got my first private money, I'm telling you, the chains were lifted and sky's the limit, unlimited funds. And it was because I got my first private loan. All right. And if you haven't done that yet, ladies and gents, I loan money. Ask me. Just go and get private money. Banks are powerful. I couldn't do this game without banks. I'm telling you, private money is the glue. It is that bridge loan. It is that quick funding. And it's a self-esteem crusher. Get it done and go get a private loan. And I love it so much that I want to teach more people about it, that they can overcome that hurdle and they can become financially free, just like myself that I am. And I'm telling you, a lot of it has to do with that defining moment of my first private loan. So go out there. Hopefully that was your defining moment, that you get off your ASS and you're going to go do it. Number 3, this is an old school one. Oh, God, I don't even want to tell you. I leveled up and stopped compromising on my relationships. Oh, defining moment for me was I was at a 2 Live Crew concert. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, hip hop, yes. And I'm telling you, I was at the lowest point of my life. I don't know if you know this, and I don't, talk about this, but I'm not ashamed, but I was divorced. It was a crazy deal. I eloped, met this gal. I was dumb, all right? You do those mistakes. I thought I had to be married, got married, eloped, and it was a crash and burn. So bad that I curl. But I curl even more that I was at a 2 Live Crew concert trying to get hooked up. Now, I'm not talking about hitting it. I'm talking about just getting a relationship. I was so low. And I remember vividly, dude, you got to raise your standard. And I can just remember this defining moment. I'm in this crowd and this crazy concert and these crazy hoochie people. And I was like, I got to raise my standard. It was a defining moment. That Two Live Crew concert was a defining moment for me. It was my lowest, and I'll never go back. And I have raised my standard, obviously, because I have this incredible wife that I can't even imagine. And that reminds me of something else. That a great book for you to read is called The Strangest Secret, and Earl Nightingale talks about in there. He's like, you never go back. And I'm telling you, when you're that low, I'm never going to go to a Two Live Crew concert. I don't care what you pay me. Never. And I'm never going to lower my standard. You got to have a standard, and I have standard relationships. And I'm telling you, that's a moving part in my world today. I feel like I was able to hang out with someone yesterday at their $2.5 million crib. And I'm like, it's just leveling up your relationships, and I don't brag to say that. I'm just saying I can't. When I left that property, I was like, I'm telling you, if I was still in the Two Live Crew days, do you think those folks would invite me over? No. Okay? Come on. Get out of that. That's a defining moment for me. Let that be a defining moment for you. Get new relationships. The person that's negative, crush them, get them out of your world. Even if it's your family member, put them on, put the brakes on, put the time limit on. Life is way too short. I'm telling you, I'm going to say this word one more time. Be content with who you are and drop the negativity out the window. See ya. Number 4. Defining moment for me was I dropped my pride and I finally filled out a bank application, a loan application. I had such a severe low self-esteem, and this is a crazy story, but I was running you won't believe me when I'm about to tell you this, but I was running an ad agency. I had no idea what I was doing. It's called ETC Design. I know this the entrepreneur endeavors I have endured. I hired this amazing graphic artist. His name was Chris Monnier, and his father was the senior vice president of this bank, Ken Monnier, and he's like, you got to go see my dad. He and I was in real estate. I was kind of rolling at this time. I mean, all my funds from the real estate were trying to do entrepreneur endeavors like this. Like, I just laugh. This ad agency that I did that was a dismal failure. But I remember the defining moment. This young graphic designer that it was one of my first full-time employees I had working for me. He would roll up. And one day he rolled up in a Mercedes. And I was like, yo, what's up? I guess I'm paying you too much. And he said, this is my dad's car. I was like, oh, where's your dad work at? My dad works at this bank. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't like white collar shirt people. That's how ignorant I was. But as I realized I had to drop my pride. I called his dad, and his dad filled out the application for me. And it was the first time I learned about financial statements. And this amazing man, Ken Monnier, filled out my financial statement and changed my life forever. And that was a crazy defining moment. And that man became my mentor. I was so humble. I was so insecure. I was so scared that they're not going to give me money. I was denied so many times. It's just crazy when you have a step of faith. You gotta take that first step. You got to pick up that phone. You got to say, hey, let's meet. I want to get a loan. I'm tired of being where I'm at. What's that defining moment for you? Pull over right now. Write it down. Tell somebody. Tell me. Message me. Text me. Tell me. I need some friends. Tell me what a defining moment is for you. And I'm telling you, I got a lifelong mentor out of that process. And that person that wrote my financial statement that first time, after he retired, years later, after so many loans, probably several $1 million worth of loans, thank you very much, from that bank, he did my financial statement. And I can go on and on about that defining moment. You got to drop your pride. You got to make that phone call. You got to fill out that application, whatever it is. Number 5, a defining moment for me was I got braces. Yes, I have braces. First of all, I'm humbled every time somebody recognizes my teeth. I had a homeboy say, hey, man, about my teeth. I don't even pay attention. I was so insecure about my teeth that I wouldn't smile because every time I smiled in a photo, my back canine was pushed in and it looked like I had no tooth. I mean, that's just self-esteem. And I saved and I scraped for years. I'm telling you, I was so broke, I can't even imagine. I saved up $4,000, and this is, I wish I knew the exact date because I would love to put this in my journal. But Invisalign just came out, and this doctor, it was a female doctor, and I actually ran into this person. It's this crazy story. I played basketball with her husband, and I was her first Invisalign braces, and I paid $4,000. And that gal had no idea that I died for that $4,000, and that was the best thing I ever did. And why did I wait so long? That $4,000, I'm telling you, I would have killed for that I would have done anything. I would have sold everything, just like I did to get into real estate in 1999. I sold everything I owned to buy my first property, pawned everything, whatever it took. I'm telling you, I recommend you do the same for your teeth. I'm telling you, I wish I would have got my molars out when I had the opportunity when I was in high school, but I don't know why. What the hell was wrong with me? I didn't do it. Just ding dong. Suffered for God till I was 20 something years old. I'm telling you, that was, like 16 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm telling you, it was the best $4,000 I've ever spent. That was a defining moment when those braces came off. Defining moment when people say, man, I like your smile. Defining moment. I've had people just say, hey, I like your teeth. I'm like, okay, I like your teeth too. I never knew people look at their teeth. Because I always had my mouth shut because I was always ashamed, afraid, self-esteem. Rise up. Make a defining moment for you to rise up. What is your defining moment? I'm going to ask you every single time I drop one of these mugs because I need to know. I need to hear you clap. I need to know that you're moving in the right direction. Can you move into the right direction? Number 6, I flew down a mountain at Leatherwood. I had some good friends, mountain bike friends, encourage me. They're like, hey, let's go. I'm like, okay. We went to Eureka Springs. I had a mountain bike. And it was all balls out. They dropped you off at the top of the mountain and you go, I'm telling you, I was scared to death. I actually got injured twice. I smashed my shin so bad. I thought I was going to die. Now I ride better because I had no idea what I was doing, but it was there's another defining moment where this branch, I was not paying attention, just punctured my foot. I still have the scar on my shoe. I still wear those shoes. That's about 3 years ago. And I still have the scar on my foot. But I'm telling you, it was a defining moment. Take those opportunities. Get out of your comfort zone. I'm telling you, and every year I try to go back to Leatherwood. I'm going back again. If you want to hang out in October, I'm about it. I got the Savvy Leadership Summit coming up in October. It's going to be fly. We always go to Leatherwood on a secret day. I would love for you to come. If you listen to the podcast and you text me, then I know you know. But it was a defining moment. It's a precious moment to me. Let it be a precious moment. What's a defining? I'm telling you, flying down a mountain, it was a life change. Number 7. All right. And again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, this is random. I flew first class. Yep, I did. Man, I'm so thrifty. I would never do that. But I had the opportunity to take a leg or on the way back from somewhere. And it was only like $100 upgrade. I'm telling you, I almost struggled. I was like shaking in my boots. But I'm telling you, it was an amazing experience, defining moment when I was in first class. I don't even know how to act. I didn't even know what to say. I was like, and it was interesting. Everybody walked past me. They were mad mugging me. And I was like, I feel sorry for rich people. I mean, now, again, it's like double. Right now because of the airline. But I'm telling you, when I get an opportunity to fly first class, I don't know. I still struggle with this. I mean, I don't know. I always want to be a steward of what I have and how could I expand it? How could I grow it? It's almost indulgence. But I'm telling you, you got to go first class one time. I can't wait to get to the point where first class is like regular. And that may never happen. And not because I don't have enough money, because that may not be my decision. See, there's a defining moment to who are you going to become right? Or who do you want to become? Or who have you become? Check it out. All right. So what's the defining moment? Hey, it set a seed. I think about it all the time. I look at the tickets. Now I was looking at my family, 5 people, first class. Woo, that's a little too hot for me, but you never know. An opportunity may happen. I may be upgraded, maybe a little swagger. Hey, what would it cost to go first class? And then negotiate. How about those power? Yeah, that's how you do it. All right. Another defining moment. This is another one. Man, I got my skin removed. A lot of people don't know this. I don't know if I ever talk about this, 800, almost 800 podcasts. I don't know. I'm so confused. I don't remember what I say half the time. All this is random. Probably don't even speak well. I know a lot of people think that I'm someone. I don't know. I don't know what you think. Just be who you are. This is who I am. I'm not trying to do something that I'm not. But there was one time I weighed 316 pounds. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yep, I was heavy D. I was the big boy. I hit the 42 waist mark. Don't do it. I'm telling you, I had a shake right there. I'm never going to go back. But I struggled. I lost all that weight. I lost 100 pounds, and I had this hanging skin. It was nasty. It almost hit my car. It was hanging down. It was too much. And I was like, one day I'm gonna get this cut off. One day, and I just kept working out, and for a whole year, I just maintained. And then one day I was like, it was a dream, and I saved up. Ooh, it was expensive. Braces was a discount. I don't even want to tell you. It was so high. I'm humbled. And I'm seriously, I pray about this, and I thank the Lord all the time for this one. But, man, when I got it done, it was a defining moment. I'm telling you, it was extremely painful. I'm telling you, you never want to be overweight, and you don't want to slice this up. I had a body 360. They sliced me all the way around and removed all that fat, dead skin. It wasn't fat. It was the skin. And it's taken me almost a year and a half to just heal. It's been the most gut-wrenching, long-term perseverance, I'm telling you, but it's a defining moment. And every day I look in the mirror and I'm just thankful that was a defining moment for me, not to ever be that big again, not to be self-indulgent in food, to be disciplined. That's where I'm in right now, trying to get my mental game on lock and lock, on the exercise, on the food, and just not indulge, just enjoy and eat healthy. Man, it was painful. It was expensive. It was worth it. That may be your defining moment. Number 9, vision board. Yep. Vision board. I remember, it's crazy. There's this, got to Google this up, John Assaraf. That's how you say this cat's name, and I can't spell it off the top of my head, but just type in John Vision Board, YouTube, and this guy does like a crazy 5 or 10, 20-minute video on Vision Board, and it changed me. After I watched that video, actually I bought a course, got this video. It was actually a DVD back then, and ever since then, defining moment, I have done a vision board. Now my vision board today is digitized. It's pretty sick. I use goalsontrack.com. But everything that I've ever written on this vision board has come true. I'm telling you, this last RV, oh, shucks. I'm telling you, it's insane. But see, you've got to put it on paper. And I realize I am a visual person. I am not an audible person. Like, I love audiobooks, but I am a visual person, and if you don't write a goal down, you won't do it. And if you are a vision person or visionary person or whatever, not auditor, whatever, I'm telling you, my goals, my vision, they have come true all the way down. It's crazy. I could spend a whole 3 hours. I'm telling you, I wrote down scooters. I wrote down publishing a book, losing 100 pounds. Scooters, being married, speaking, teaching classes, having a website. The assets, debt free. Oh, you got to have a vision board. Whew, I'm telling you, I can't. I'm telling you, I got tears in my eyes. Because right now, I know, you just to pull that car over. Go to Walmart right now, get a poster board, go to the Dollar Tree, whatever you need to do. I want you to send me a picture of your vision board. I'm telling you, this is so burning inside of me right now. I was like, I need to do a vision board class. I do. If you want a vision board, I'm telling you, I got magazines saved up so we could clip those mugs. If you want to hang out and do a visual, I'm telling you, I feel it, a vision board class coming. But I need somebody to give me some words. Come on, I need some more people. I need some more motivated people. Some people in my world. Is that you? Are you going to make a difference? Are you going to change your legacy? Are you going to have a legacy? Are you going to change your family tree? You got to have a vision, and you got to put it on a board, and you got to look at it, and you got to tap that med every day. I'm telling you, there's some time. I'm telling you, you got to watch that video. John Assaraf, I'm telling you, his story is off the chain. It is similar to mine. The stuff that's on my vision board, I thought I would never, ever, ever obtain it, do it, experience it, the trip, whatever. But you can never reach it if you don't put it down on paper. So there's no excuse. How you can draw, you can get a piece of paper, whatever it takes. Get a vision board up. This crazy. All right, the last one, number 10. All right, Brian Tracy. Personal development has been the defining moment. I'm telling you, all the people that I coach, all the success in my life, it boils down to personal development. Bang, bang. All right. Every day. I mean, people ask me, how'd you buy so many assets? Every day. No days off. Every day I am thinking about an asset. I'm trying to create an asset. I'm trying to talk to somebody that can sell me an asset every day. That's how I got here. Now, the primer, the base, the foundation, the legs to this whole whatever, it is personal development. Brian Tracy, that dude, I'm telling you, I like Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, I'm telling you, Tony Robbins off the chain, yep. Eric Thomas, yep. There's so many young ones coming up in the ranks. Let's do this. Here's the deal. Brian Tracy, his off, I'm telling you, I just set a goal to go through every single Brian Tracy audio course on the planet. And I'm listening to a 15, and it just heals me. Just the part in there, and so many parts. CEO, like you're gonna act, and he talks about business. It's just like he's talking to me. It's like at a Bible camp, at a church service. You got to take responsibility. You are the CEO of your life. Oh, come on. And then he talks about self-esteem, and you got to say things like, I like myself. I love myself. That's where I'm at right now. I mean, I got to tell myself, I'm trying to tell I could tell your self-esteem. If I look at my son, I'm like, Maxwell, let's look in the mirror and say, I like myself. And he's hesitant. That's a low self-esteem issue. You need to look into the mirror and say, I like myself. I love myself. I like myself. I know you think I'm crazy, right? I mean, you turn into the radio show and this is some kind of real estate, and we aren't even talking about no real estate. But here's the deal. I want you to get to the mirror right now. Look in the mirror in this car that you're driving and start screaming, I like myself. What the problem with society is that we do not have enough self-confident children and adults. We're letting other people take advantage of us. We just compromising. I'm telling you, the success of life is have self-confidence. I'm telling you, I got that from Brian Tracy, from Zig Ziglar, from personal development. I beg you to do the same. Get some personal development. It's a defining moment. I'm telling you, as I speak to you right now, I'm thinking about all the times, how many books I've read, Dennis Waitley, Darren Hard. I'm just like Chris Widener. Do you have even heard of those names? Come on. Google up Eric Thomas. Listen, trust me. If you're struggling, this is where you need to be. Get every day, at least 30 minutes. You know, this new society, this new generation, my daughter says this drives me crazy. I need personal care. I'm like, you mean she's like, I need a bag for my personal care items. I'm like, you mean toiletries? I'm like, what's personal care? Oh, brushing your teeth and combing your hair and oh, okay. No, that's called toiletries. But, my wife had to break me off. She said, Stephen, they don't want to say toiletries no more because it's like the word toilet is negative. Nah. Okay. Well, personal care is self-development. Personal care is waking up and reading a book that's going to empower you, not entertain you, to give you the skills to make a difference in this world, to make a difference in your family. Are you watching too much TV? Are you putting the time in? Are you doing Brian Tracy? Do you have an Audible account? I looked at my Audible account the other day. One of my homeboys like, I need to get a platinum. I'm like, dude, you need to get a platinum a long time ago. I didn't want to be harsh. It's not even an option for me. I'd rather miss a meal. Jim Rohn, woo! Don't really get me started on Jim Rohn, but I'm just saying. Jim Rohn said, I'd rather miss a meal than miss my reading. That's how powerful this is. You've got to, no one else is going to be there. No school system, they spit you out like a robot. You could do whatever you want to do, learn any trade you want to trade, and be anyone you want to be. It starts with you making the conscious decision to focus on yourself, yes, personal care, and invest in personal development. If you don't know where to start, message me. I'll let you know. I could tell you what books to get, where to go. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People is probably a real good one to get started. Maybe I should do a podcast on that. And if you have any podcast suggestions, let your boy know. I'm out here struggling, trying to work out, trying to ride a mountain bike, trying to do things, trying to be different, trying to love people, trying to be a listener. Oh man, it's easy to talk, but it's hard to listen. All right. So that's the 10. You like the 10? All right. If you like the 10, let your boy know. But I'm going to give you one more. How about a bonus? I'm telling you, the defining moment for me was July 29th, 1991. 1992? Yeah, 1991. July 29th, 1991 is when I accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Boop, boop. That's it. That was a defining moment, man. I'm telling you, I was in Redding, California. I was at this youth group. And I was that wild youth group dude. Like I would curse at the youth minister. F you, I ain't going to hell. I mean, that's exactly. I mean, I went to this ghetto. I lived in the inner city. The guys, you just don't know me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna let you all know right now. But I mean, this church I went to was an amazing place. Hilltop Baptist Church in Richmond, California. Bang, bang. I'm telling you, I can't wait to go back and just see what it looks like. But that was the place that embraced me when I was this rough ghetto kid on the street. They took me in and they thought I was wild. And I was one of the worst kids. I would curse. And I remember somebody broke into the church and it was just a crazy time in July. And I remember they were like, hey, you want to go to summer camp? And I'm like, no money. My mom, no. No, thank you. No. And somebody, I can't wait to meet this person. Somebody paid for me to go to summer camp. I was like, wow. That was a defining moment. Paying for somebody else. Wow. And I'm free. Salvation. Defining moment.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.